Roscoe of Faygoluvers.net, and I am here with the one and only Syn of the band Zug Izland. Syn, how the hell are you, man?
Roscoe P. Hey, I'm doing okay, motherfucker. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty damn good myself, brother.
That's cool, man.
Just out on the golf cart right
I'm gonna
now?
get a Hulk Hogan on your ass. Yeah, I'm on the golf cart, chilling in Florida, hanging out on the golf course on a golf cart in, well, not rainy Florida right now. Been some hurricanes came through, but I weeded that shit off with my dick. It's like a whole thing. I put the dick out, boom, hurricane goes the other way.
Oh, I didn't even know that worked. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah,
man.
it's a penis missile. Yeah, it's a penis missile. You can shoot it towards the stars and then make sure that the hurricane goes away.
Oh, okay.
It works. You got to try it. It does. It works.
If we ever get any hurricanes up here, I'll definitely try that shit for sure.
Hurricanes in Canada. Nice.
If it ever happens, yeah.
Yeah, no chance. Well, we just had a hurricane that just passed through, and the dick piece worked.
All right, man. Well,
yeah, it missed me. It missed me here in Orlando, hence Haines City.
Oh, well, good.
I live in Haines City. Yeah, Haines. It's a heinous city.
Is that legit the name, or is it just a heinous city?
It's a heinous city, and it's the name too.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, Florida's cool, man. I had to get out of Detroit. Too much Detroit, man. Too much of the same friends doing so much same stuff. Too many friends doing the same things, and not nothing changing, you know. And for me personally, I just had to get out, you know.
Right, I hear you, man. We get the Detroit news where I am, so I can see all the negative shit happening over there all the time. So yeah, I hear you on that.
It just sucks, yeah. And it's not even like that. It's not like I'm giving up on the D, but it's like, you know, for me as a person, it's like, man, I just want to change up. I've lived in Detroit my whole life, you know. My parents from Canada, the rest of my family from Canada, and then for me and my brother Alan, who was front of house for Tech N9ne for 11 years.
Shit.
We're Americans, bro. That's what's up. We're
Americans
Americans
all the way. Hells yeah.
America! America!
Fuck yeah.
America! That's what's up.
You want to talk about the album, or?
Oh, no, I do not want to talk about the album, brother. The last thing I want to talk about is the album.
All right, well, we can continue on with the...
The last and the first thing I want to talk about is the album. So let's talk about the album.
All right. You guys have a new album coming out?
Holy shit, it's coming out.
It is, man. After how many fucking years? Like, what was it, 08 when it was announced? 07? Maybe even earlier?
It's been 6 months.
6 months since it was announced?
Yes, yeah, 6 months. My time is like dog time, and it's, you know, it goes real slow.
Oh, okay. So it'll be like reverse dog time then, because otherwise it would be like 45 years or some shit, right?
Reverse dog time, bro. You heard me the first time.
There you go. Okay, perfect.
Yes. Yes. Reverse dog time, and yes, it's been...
Too long.
Well, the story, it's been too long, and the real deal is it got leaked back in the day, and then someone stole my iPod, and then it got leaked, and then I was like, oh, man, and then it got leaked, and Mike P blamed me for that, and then I blamed him for that, and then we started blaming each other, got into a fury wrestling match, fist fight, and I won.
Of course.
And then I was like, well, Mike P, we need to re-release that shit, man. And he's like, yes, we must. Well, I had him in a headlock. Mike P's easy to get in a headlock, bro. He's quick. He's nimble, but I can get him a headlock real quick.
Oh, yeah, he's one of those high flyers, though, isn't he?
He is, bro. He's got skills. Don't fuck with Mike P. He will fuck you up. Like he's got those ninja skills. Like you try to punch him in the face and you punch yourself in the face.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's got those reverse ninja skills. Kind of like that Uno reverse card. Yeah, no, he's got mad skills, man. Don't think his skinniness and all the above is, the guy's got fighting skills. He's good.
Oh, no, man. Them skinny dudes are quick, man. I don't fuck with them.
You know what I'm saying?
You said a bunch of tracks got leaked originally, right? And that's kind of why the album got put off? Did any of those leaked tracks make it back on the final cut of the album?
No, we remixed them, redid them. The thing that got leaked was, it was my iPod, it was like back when iPods like kind of first came out. I had the 60 gig get up and I put all my shit in there and it was all cool. But it was just the rough, raw tracks of what we did in the studio. So then we re-recorded them and then also remixed them. So it's nothing what the people have heard. It's something totally different. We have a remix of Sunny Day on the CD.
Oh, dope.
Which at first I heard it and I was kind of like, man, I don't know. You know what I mean? You know, and you like a song and it's like, that's my song, and Sunny Day being one of those, you know. It's like you just, you don't change that song, you know what I mean? Sure enough, we did. And we did a remix of it, and it's kick-ass. And also, we want to do the record the way it was supposed to be heard, and we want to do the record the way that it was supposed to be, and that's it, you know. And then me and Mike were talking, and all to the good, man. So it's like, that's what's up. So we released this one, they'll release another one, and another one. 3x3, man, 333, like crazy kicking records. Oh. You know, since my years of being in the music industry, I've had the ups and downs and the heartfelt failures of just the fact of like people being fucking people, and like, it's weird, man. You know, the music industry is weird. I more would rather hang out with the fans and kick it with the people than I would try to like, oh, well, why won't you put my record out, or why won't you do that or this, you know? I waited too long. It's a lifelong dream to do that. So Promised Land's coming out, and throughout the course of the years, I've always been recording and always been doing stuff. And, you know, I got a solo project thing going on called So What I Think Is Cool Records.
That was a dope track, too. That Feel It for the First Time?
Yeah. I know you're really gonna feel it for the first time in our lives, yeah. Yeah, I know you're really gonna feel it for the first time. It's a jam, bro.
Oh,
it's a cool jam. My buddy played the fretless bass, so it's a fretless bass. And then we played like hand percussion drum machine, like old school 1980s drum machine. And then did some shit, and then in the studio, and that was it, man. I was like, man, I love this song, man.
Dope, man.
What do you think of that track?
Man, I thought it was dope, man. It was like, it was exactly what I was expecting, to be honest with you, man. I wasn't expecting nothing hard. It was a solo track, and it was dope. That's
cool, man. Yeah, that's cool, because it's just at that solo feel, this flavor, man. That's just it. It's good. The part of me starting this label was like, I don't have to try to be too juggalo. I don't have to try to be anything. And I've always been the softer side of juggalo anyway. But yet, the bigger side of juggalo is love, you know, and that's what's always been, man. So I try to write around that, you know what I mean? I'm not like trying to cut too many people's heads off, trying to do too much scalping or anal probing, you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it real.
Right. I hear you, brother. And you know what? I don't think that you personally need to be into all the murder shit to necessarily call yourself a juggalo anyways. I consider your music juggalo music.
Certainly do not. Oh, no. I consider it super juggalo music, and I consider it amazing.
Hell yeah, brother.
We got it.
Is the name of the new album, is it The Promised Land / Nebula? Or is that the name of the tour? Oh, that's the name of the album.
Yes.
Okay. What's up with the name change? Why the / Nebula? Is there something we gotta wait till we get the album to see, or?
Nope. It's it's Nebula. If you're not familiar with Nebula, it's the creation of a new planet. You know, and it's like Nebula is like, we're gonna do 3 parts of it. So this is only one portion that was recorded at that time, and then things that we have done through the years, and we just wanted to get out. We didn't feel like it was outright. So now it's 3 parts of that. So it's going to be Nebula. It's a planet. The Nebula is the creation of a planet.
Dope, man. So you said it's going to be 3 parts.
And this is Planet Zug. Yeah. 3 parts, yeah. We're going to release 3 records, and then I want to do a full length, like full big record.
That's all. Is that all like going to be digitally released, or are we going to get some physical copies of that in the future?
Always physical copies. Yeah, always and forever. I've always been that way. You know, it's like, you know, I just like to own the CD in the package. You know, and they'll be available on our merch store. Yeah, man, I've always been like that. But it's not like I'm a money whore. It's like, but I definitely do need money. But you know, I'd rather be a whore first.
Oh.
You know, I like to have the album in my car, man. Like, I like to have the whole, like, the CD and be like, I bought the CD, and then once the CD burns out, then I'll burn some copies, you know. But it's like, for me, I like to have the CD, you know, give back to the artist and, you know, give back to what they've been doing and shit, you know. Otherwise, it's worthless for them to do it.
Hells yeah, man. I 100% agree with that. I'm actually staring at, like, my shelf of CDs right now. I don't really download anything unless I absolutely have to. So what is the first thing you see on your shelf of CDs? The first CD I see is my Psychopathic from Outer Space Part 2 album. Actually, is the one I just looked at.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's
that
got some Zug Izland on that shit too. Now that I think about it.
Don't ask us why.
What was the other one? Don't ask us why. And, Live, right? We live in Shangri-La now. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I originally called that song Shangri-La, but when we were recording the record Shangri-La, Joe was like, no, man, you can't call that Shangri-La. And they changed it to We Live. But the reality of it, that song's called Shangri-La. When I wrote it as Shangri-La, and then Joe was like, no, man, we're releasing Shangri-La.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? The race Shangri-La.
That was just wrongdoing, but still dope, yeah.
Dope song regardless of the title.
I love that song so much, man.
Yeah, man, that is like... Yeah, hells yeah. Getting back to that record label a little bit, so what I think is Cool Records, is that just in place to kind of release Zug Izland albums right now, or do you guys plan on maybe signing some other acts in the future, or not really looking that far ahead?
No. So what I think is Cool Records is just me alone.
Oh, that's just Finn.
Just me. Yeah, just me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is there a label that the Zug Izland albums are coming out on, or are they all just independent?
They're coming out and they're all independent. Yeah, independent.
Oh, hells yeah, brother.
Yeah. Oh. And then now we're gonna look to shop for not a record deal or any of that. We're always going to keep it independent. We're always psychopathic. It's always the same way. It's like ABK. You know, it's like do your own thing and that's it. And Psychopathic has always been down to help any artist or anybody that have ever evolved, you know, because that's what Psychopathic Records does, man. They evolve and create artists and create cool shit. They don't create it. I mean, we've already created ourselves, but it's like, man, it's like they put us out, and that was it, you know. For me to give them props back, it would always have to be to ICP, Joe Bruce, you know, Joe Usler, fucking goddamn fucking ICP, man. They're the shit. Don Megas. And Twisted helped me all along the way. ABK. Man, that was the first crew, man. That was the first family crew. That was it. You know, like, that was it.
Hells yeah, man. And
crazy.
You know what? Even today when I was on Faygoluvers, somebody was saying that, actually, ironically, the same era that Psychopathic from Outer Space Part 2 came out, that was like the golden age of Psychopathic Records, as they referred to it. That's when they had the dopest acts.
It was, man.
It was? Yeah.
Yeah, and we're all ready to break, man. Everything was ready to go on, man. Zug Izland was in full effect. Zug wasn't placed in honor to bring underground juggalo music to light, in the sense of I was to be the voice of a juggalo in the mainstream world. And that's how it all came about. And that's what was up. And for me, as a person, I'm like, that's it, man. That's my life. That's it. I'm definitely juggalo. Through industries and times and everything changed, but the original plan for the group is to acknowledge we're the shit. Juggalos are the shit. That's it. And we can do everything. We're the same people that go to Slipknot shows. We're the same people that go to Metallica shows. We're the same people that go to Tech N9ne shows. We're the same people that go to Power Man 5000 shows. We're the same people that go to motherfucking everything, man. All of it, man. Bushwick Bill, back in the day, all the above. That's what it's all about, man. Representing underground music, man. Representing the world. And ICP was the first people to ever do that. Not people, but first group ever do that. And like Tech N9ne is blowing up. And you better give back props to ICP. Because Tech wouldn't have blew up the way he is now without ICP.
Hells yeah, man. I don't think Tech forgot about the Juggalos. That's like, for sure.
No, he definitely has not, because that was his feeding ground. That's his feeding ground. That's where he went. He went right to the Juggalos right away, and they right away loved him, and rightfully so, and everything cool. You know what I mean? So when it comes time to go to Washington and hang out in the Capitol fucking Hill and say, I'm a Juggalo, I'm hoping Tech N9ne will be there.
Is that an indication that Zug Island's probably going to be there then? Or at least Syn?
Bro, I will be wearing a thong there. I'll be wearing a fucking thong. I'm going there. I'm representing my style of what I got out of Juggalo love and what I got out of Juggalo family. All words aside, I may not show up in thong.
Oh, okay.
I may not wear a thong. It may be an American thong.
Oh, okay. Not a Hatchet Man thong?
Yeah. No. No, I've seen way too many of them beneath me.
If you could collaborate with any other artist, one living and one deceased, who would those artists be?
That's a great question, and always asked.
Yeah.
Not with me, but I would say fucking awesome would be Tupac.
Oh, yeah, dope.
Like me with Tupac, and like me doing the hook and him doing the verse, be sick. What's the next one?
Living.
Living?
Yeah, if you could collab with somebody alive today.
Man. You know who it would have to be?
Who's that?
Will Smith.
Really? Can I ask why you picked him?
Summertime. I want to do summertime. No. Maybe that was a joke.
Oh, you guys...
to do another one, I mean, like, it's always so cool to work with Joe, man. So, it'd be like Violent J, man. Work back with Violent J. Get some stuff back with him. Yeah, it'd definitely be that. I mean, Joe's so caught up, well, Violent J is so caught up in all of his own function. It's like he don't have time for any other flavor. And then when he does, it's like, man, that's the shit, man. Like Wizard of the Hood or like any of it, man. The guy's a genius. He is a fucking genius. Straight up. Anybody that says any different, fuck off. The guy's a genius. Yeah. Not in the, like, mechanical levels or he's just fucking amazing. Joe's amazing. Yeah, his writing, his skills, his hook elements, everything about him, man, is just fucking sick, dude. Guy he's not confused, man. He knows what he's doing. He knows what's up. People that don't know him don't know what's up, and that's fucked up. And I'm talking about Joe Bruce, Violent J. Guy's fucking amazing. Yeah, he's kind of fucking, man, the other side of fucking cool. He's like the shit. I spent years and years hanging out with that cat. we were friends for a long time, man. Yeah, like, yeah, super camaraderie, man. I gave Joe, we're in Las Vegas, we were mixing on the Shangri-La record, and we traveled the United States, and it was me, Joe, we're in a room, and he's like, I give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes to write a hook. And I'm like, all right, cool.
And how'd the outcome of that?
And there was the beat. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then it was Big Money Hustlers.
Oh, shit. That's that, like,
Big baby, I want my money. Fool, step aside. Big baby, he wants his money. No check supply. Yeah. I wrote that, like, in 10 minutes.
Dope, man. And that sounds like it's fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? It is like a 50s gangster style song, sort of, if you get my drift. Even that hook that you're singing on there, yeah, man, it's just dope.
Yeah, it's got that 50s pop to it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I got off of the melody. So then I like, Big baby, he wants his money. Fool, step aside. Big baby, he wants his money. Yeah, I wrote it right away. That was it. Yeah.
Hells yeah, man. And you guys weren't even around when they filmed that movie, were you? This kind of soundtrack came out afterwards?
Yes. And then I wrote to it afterwards, and that's when me and Mike P came on board. It was right after that.
Oh, like literally right after the film, eh? That's when they started on the Zug Island shit. Awesome.
Yeah, and then we came right after that, and then Shangri-La. We came on board for Shangri-La and the recording of it, and then a bunch of vocals. I did a lot of vocals on Shangri-La. Man, it was like epic life experience, man, to travel with Joe and Joey and just see the love out there, you know, and the weirdness of a lot of people throughout the United States being like, we've heard of you, but we haven't heard of you, you know. It's like, all right, whatever, fuck off, you know.
What do you think the best show experience you've had? Like, what was one of the best concerts you played?
Gathering. Every gathering.
Just every gathering?
Every single gathering. I've only missed 3. This is the last one I missed, and then I've done them all. And the gathering, I can only say it's like, man, it's an out-of-body experience to go up there and hit the stage, and thousands of people are just like overwhelmed and singing your shit. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like a whole, man, it's a whole new world. It's just the weirdest feeling ever. Yeah, as an artist or as a person who wrote a song, and you have other people that sing along with it, that's your best gratification, man. That's like, holy fuck. People really know the lyric, you know? And it's always been crazy, each and every gathering. And then, well, our club nights are really cool too, so, but gathering is definitely the one. That would be it.
Last time I spoke to you guys, DJ Clay was an official member of Zug Island. Is that still the status, or what's going on with that?
There's been a lot of official members of Zug Island. Zug means train in German, and we keep riding on. And I think ultimately we all know, more importantly, as long as I'm singing the songs, we're going to be good.
Hells yeah.
That's it. Clay, always down, always on board. I love that motherfucker, and that's it. There's no, like, nothing. He's just fucking amazing. And he's still part of the clique. It's always been, we're open gates, man. If Tech N9ne wants to join the band tomorrow, I'll let Tech join.
That'd be kind of dope.
Yeah, we tried to get him on the record, on this record, and then he didn't make it on. And then we got ABK featuring, and then also Fisty Cuffs, 2 great rappers. ABK, of course, I'm sure you're familiar with.
I'm familiar with Fisty Cuffs as well, actually. What was it, the 10-7 click or whatever it's called there?
Yeah. I call him Franco Knuckles.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of fisticuffs, I call him Franco Knuckles.
Oh,
but yeah, I love that cat, man. He came down here to Florida. Actually helped me move down here, man. Showed my shit down, helped me get down here to Florida, and just get away from the D for a little bit, man. Get some palm trees and enjoy riding my motorcycle. I love riding my Harley year round, you know?
Fisty Cuffs, he's going on tour with you guys, is he not?
Yes. Yeah, he's done great. Yeah, he's good, man. Great artist. I've done some features with him. Unwanted, and a couple others. With that new chick. God damn, what the fuck's her name? Can't think of it. But I've done a couple collabs with him. I dig his shit, man. I dig what he's doing, man. Fisticuffs is good.
All right, Syn, is there anything else that you would want to get off your chest, or anything that you want to let the Juggalos know before we let you go here?
Is there anything I want to get off my chest to let the Juggalos know? I love you all. There is no changing anything about me as a person. I'm Juggalo for life, and I'll be there in Washington. And we're clicked out, man. This is it. We're family. That's it. It's like, check out what I got coming up, and you don't even think this is it. I have a bunch more before I die.
Dope.
God bless you, man. Be cool. Don't be a fool.
I try my best.
Okay, cool. All right, be a fool. It's good. Everything's good.
All right, well, you have a good night.
All right, cheers, homie.
Faygoluvers.net, and I'm here with Faygoluvers.net, and I'm here with Mike P of the band, super producer Mike P, I might add, of the band Zug Izland. Mike, how the hell are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I want to thank you for coming on and chatting with us.
Oh, yeah, it's cool.
So you guys, Zug Izland has a new album coming out, The Promised Land / Nebula.
Yes.
So what's that?
This is true.
What's that album all about? I have a couple questions lined up. Like, just to start, like, when did you guys initially start working on the album?
About 12 years ago.
Right.
We started putting a record together called The Promised Land, literally about 12 years ago. And then, a lot of things changed. We left Psychopathic, we went back, and this and that. I moved out of Detroit, I moved out of the state. We just stopped, put it on the back burner. We meant to finish it. And then, it just never happened. So finally we're like, the last, 6 months, we were like, let's finish this up and do something with it. So so I went back and we did a lot of things, fixed a lot of things, did a bunch of new songs. And here it is. What we're doing actually is we're splitting it up into 4 different EPs or 4 different albums instead of putting out one record. That's why it's / Nebula. And, it's going to be The Promised Land / this / that, just, because the whole thing kind of, we just had so many songs. We got like 20 to 24 songs from The Promised Land. I'm like, let's put it all out together. Instead of doing one big record, we thought we'd split it up, and it just kind of made more sense. And it's all basically about our experience at Psychopathic Records. A lot of it is. A lot of the songs are about that, and yeah.
Just speaking with Syn, he kind of mentioned that there was like a leak, and that kind of is what pushed the album back originally. You guys didn't want to, release unfinished shit that people had already heard. So what was it that drove you guys to say, you know what, let's get on this and let's get this shit released?
I don't know. Like I said, we were on Psychopathic, we're off it, back and forth, and I never even know. And, we put out that Toxicology record, which I feel like it was a mistake. Like, it was basically a greatest hits record, and we weren't really at that point where we can put out a greatest hits record. I thought it was a terrible idea. We should have just done a whole EP and put that out at that time. So those songs were, this Promised Land stuff was still sitting around after Toxicology because the label Psychopathic didn't want to put any of those songs out on Toxicology. I don't know why. And so, we've been performing around, the country a little bit, around the Midwest. We went out west a bit, and there's still people keep asking about it. There's still some demand for it and some love for it. So we're like, man, let's get this together and put it out and update it, make it even better than it was. And yeah, there were some songs that leaked out, I guess, years ago. There's some things on YouTube. I have no idea how that happened and who put that out. But they're not those songs and those mixes aren't done at all. So it's kind of a shame that it's out there. I mean, you don't want stuff that's not even finished out there. I think someone that was in the band, one of the band members that were in and out in the past, that had some of the music to learn it, so we could perform it. I think one of them put it out. So thanks for that. But
that's just whack.
Yeah, so we wanted to finish it and make it even better and more devastating. So when people hear it again, it's not going to be the same songs, the same record.
Is there like a concept to the album? I know it changed from The Promised Land to The Promised Land / Nebula.
The concept, it's a lot of it, like I said, it's about our experience at the label that we were on, and just kind of our whole journey. And some of the songs really hit home for us about that sort of stuff. So
you said it's going to be like a 4-disc. So is it going to be like 4 EPs coming out for us then?
Yeah, but not all at once. Like in the next year or two, we're going to be putting an EP or a full length out. The Promised Land Nebula was supposed to be an EP, and it has 11 songs on it. So So who knows? It's supposed to be there's supposed to be EPs, but there's going to be extras. And on this on Nebula is a song that was recorded for Cracked Isles, our first record in 2003, and it was never released. Wow. And there were some samples on it, and it was just a really weird song. But a couple people heard it and keep asking about it. And at the label, they're like, "There's too many samples on this. It's not going to be a single. So it doesn't make sense to clear all these samples and put this out." So that's on this new record, wow. And it's updated a little bit. I mixed it a bit better, and
can we get a name of that track?
It's called "Idiot."
Oh, I've heard that before. I have heard. Yeah, I've never heard the song, but I've heard of the songs. Yeah. Really?
Okay, cool. Yeah, see, so people heard of it. I'm like, man, how do you know about that? And so, we're just gonna, that's on there, and then there's some remix stuff on there. Some remixes of some older songs as well, and then some new stuff.
All we're seeing is that it's being released digitally. Syn mentioned that you guys are probably going to get some physical copies eventually. Is that the plan?
Oh, we already have them.
Oh, you have the physical copies. Oh, dope.
Yeah, we have physical copies, and honestly, we're releasing it first in Europe. We leave Wednesday for Europe for almost 2 weeks, and we're releasing it there first, and then then we'll see where they end up, like where the physical copies end up. Honestly, last year, I did some songs for The Marvelous Missing Link, Lost and Found for ICP, and on the day of the release, I'm like, I'm going to go to a record store and buy it, because that's kind of a cool tradition. We would always do that back in Detroit, buy our own record. And I couldn't find a record store. I'm like, I don't know where to go. Who sells records anymore? So, even to buy a CD, I couldn't find anywhere. Wow. So, pressing up, CDs, and we did it, but I don't even know how to get them out to anyone because no one even carries CDs really anymore. I mean, you go to Walmart or something like that, and they only have a few, very small selection. So, it's mostly going to be digital as far as reaching people all over the country.
Right.
Unless, you know, obviously we're going to sell them at our shows, you know, so.
Now you guys got that new web store too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And, yeah, we're still, like, working on merch ideas. Like, they threw up a whole bunch of stuff at once. And some of it's a little weird. I'm like, who's working on this? And we got to get the artists to refine some things. But there are some cool things on there.
Head PE just released some like temporary tattoos. I ain't never seen no band merch like that before either. So I think maybe
really, that's awesome. Like to sell tattoos and stuff. You know, we thought of that back in 2003. That we were gonna like, oh, we should have like a tattoo artist at our show. But then we're like, honestly, we might have been drinking or something. But then we thought of the idea of a Zug Island, like we're gonna do branding, like a cattle, like how you brand cattle.
Right.
And there might have, yeah, we thought of that. We were going to put that out there, but there might be some legal implications with that. Some health issues, maybe. I don't know. We may still try it.
You know, the problem is getting people to volunteer too, right? But I guess if you're at the gathering, there'd be a ton of motherfuckers that would gladly volunteer for something like that.
Yeah, like the nipple guy. You guys know the nipple guy?
Oh yeah, man. I don't know him personally, but yeah.
Oh my God! Just for those of you who haven't witnessed it, he cut his own nipples off at the gathering, and good God, it was the worst thing I ever seen.
Oh, man.
So
you were there for that?
You know,
did you see that go down?
I didn't actually watch it happen. I'm out of here, but I seen it. I seen him afterwards. I think we actually put him on a golf cart and drove him to the medic, the medic tent. I'm like, man, you need help, bro. So if he's willing to do that, so someone will want a Zug Island brand on them, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna lie, I might get like a Zug tattoo, but I don't know if I get a brand. I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm there.
On the new album, I noticed that there's a very like with crack. If you want to compare Cracked Tiles to like 333. You can really notice a difference, even though it's still Zug Island. With the new album, is it a different sound than what you guys are normally playing?
I don't think so. I think it still is very much us. You know, my production and Syn's voice. I think we have our own sound, and yeah, I don't think it's far off from either record. Maybe kind of in between the two. It's got the power and energy of Cracked Tiles. And, yeah, you know what, I think I'm a terrible person to ask because I'm so knee-deep in this thing. And I'm sitting here right now in front of Pro Tools messing with tracks still as we speak. So, I'm sitting there with it every day. Is it the same? Is it different? I don't know. It's just us, and it's what we do.
I'm not going to have, like, dubstep blaring out of my speakers or no shit like that is what I'm saying. It's still going to be that Zug sort of industrial rock electronic feel, if you get what I'm saying.
That's it right there. I think that's it. Yeah. And we got a couple of touching, like, a couple of mellow and touching songs. Like, we always got to do that too,
Right. Well, man, that's always needed on every rock album, right? Everybody.
Yeah, I think.
So you guys aren't really on any record label. I think I misinterpreted. So what I think is Cool Records, I assumed that was Zug's new label. That's just Syn's Syn's new label. So you guys are just straight up independent right now when it comes to Zug Island.
Yep, this is true. We're not on any label. We were talking to a couple different labels from friends of all of ours that have record labels. And then we're just like, man, let's just put it out ourselves and try to recoup a little bit of money. And I wanted to put it out for free, but our manager wouldn't let me. So I'm like, let's just put it out for free. Who cares? But it would be nice to make a couple bucks just so we can. There's a line on the record. It's like, buy this Zug record and maybe I could keep my lights on. So that's it. It'd be great to make a little bit of money on it. Basically so we could just fund the next record. That's it, We actually don't make any money, but we just put it into the next record. So
Right.
That's how it's always been.
So can we expect any collaborations on these new albums?
Yeah, on Nebula we have a few different collaborations, and pretty much everyone. Yeah, like all of all of our friends. We're friends with a lot of artists, a lot of rappers and singers. So yeah, we're already pulling people in to get on tracks.
Dope. Anybody specific? Yeah. Any names that you can drop?
Well, let's just wait till Saturday, and we'll see. It's Saturday, right? The day of the release?
Yeah.
Hey, look at me. I don't even know.
It's the 10th.
I'm in my studio all day.
Yep, on my calendar up here. Saturday. Yep. All right.
Let's wait till Saturday the 10th, and we'll see who's on that one.
Well, I don't want to give anything away. Syn already revealed ABK's on the album, so I can already...
Oh, you ruined it. I thought I was setting up a big surprise here. All right.
We can edit that part out, or not, whatever.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
All right, just stepping out of Zug Izland for a little bit, and just onto your production. We did mention that you did some production on the Marvelous Missing Link. Were you actually in the studio with them working on it, or was it more of a send them the beat type of deal?
A little bit in the studio, and then a little bit of emailing. Yeah. Sending them the tracks and the beats and everything, and going back and forth.
So happy with the overall outcome of how they turned out?
Yeah, I think it's a cool record. Well, cool records, I should say. For those of you who don't know, it's a 2-record collection.
Oh, this is Faygoluvers. They know.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if some like civilian stumbles across this website someday.
No, we ain't Spin Magazine. So yeah, so really no distribution for the album as of yet. Releasing it digitally. I just want to let you know I'll be picking that shit up like the first chance I get. I literally have been waiting for this shit since what, 2004? Since after 333 dropped. So.
Yeah, we've been talking about it and working on it, and like I said, we worked on it and then stopped and then went to a different record and then let's put it out. So. Yeah, I've been waiting forever. But at the same time, I've updated my studio a lot, and so I got a chance to go through and redo a lot of these tracks and then do a new mix on them, and it was immensely better. So I almost don't mind. I think it's sounding really good. So, and the whole thing now too is everyone, we've settled down a bit. I mean, just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. And so going on the road now is not so difficult and crazy, and we actually go out and have fun now. Because it's really hard at times going on the road, traveling around with 4, 5, 6 dudes in a van or a bus. It can be real difficult. And back in the day, it was even more difficult.
Right.
So now things are a lot smoother. We still do a lot of stupid shit, but
who doesn't,
cool.
man? I'm on tour with Juggalo fans and everything else, right? So, well, anyways, Mike, I appreciate you coming on and talking to us, man.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's great, man. It's always good to talk and hang with Faygoluvers.
Hells yeah, brother, man. Well, like I said earlier, we're really happy that you guys are putting the new shit out and touring and all that good shit. Any final words? Anything you want to let the Juggalos know before you let you go?
No. That's it. I said it all. That's all I got.
All right. Thanks so much for coming on and talking to me, Mike.
All right, brother. Thank you.